You are not hidden.
Hello, Queens of WKOG community. This is Maribel Aguilar, one of your coordinators, and I wanted to invite all of you to consecrate yourselves to Mary. This video will hopefully answer many questions you might have as to how we are going to get this done. So are you girls ready? Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need for consecration is this book. The book is called 33 Days to Morning Glory, and it was written by Father Gately. He is going to be our spiritual director during our journey to consecration. There are several options for you to get your hands on this book. So the first option is to buy a new copy for yourself. You can get that at the website marian.org. The book costs about $15 and you still have to pay for shipping. They also have other bundle options for you to purchase, and I will talk about more of that in the next slide because those are optional. The second way that you can get your hands on this book, if you're not looking to spend a lot of money, is to buy a used copy either on Amazon, eBay, or any other online store. Sometimes you can buy them fairly cheap. You just kind of have to look sometimes. And the third option that I feel some of you might be interested on is borrowing a book. There's a lot of people, missionaries, or other Catholics in the Valley who have also done the consecration. And I'm sure that if you ask on social media if somebody has a copy, I'm sure there wouldn't be a problem in them letting you borrow a book. So several options there for you to consider, but you do need the book. Now I'm going to talk about optional things. Now, these things are not necessary, but they will make the whole consecration experience much better for you if you have these. The first thing that I recommend is access to form.org. This, I will describe it as a Netflix for Catholics. There's an abundance of resources here for you. This subscription is worth gold, literally. If you belong to OLPH, you can get a free subscription. But I believe that because of the whole COVID pandemic, they are offering free subscriptions right now. So you might want to go ahead and sign up for those if you don't belong to OLPH. The reason why I recommend you having this subscription is because you have access to the videos that we're going to be watching. If you want to re-watch them later, you have access to also a lot of free downloads that go with the program. So I highly recommend that. The second thing that you might want to consider purchasing if you are not on a budget right now is the companion book. I will be giving you digital copies as we go along during the weeks. However, I won't be giving you the whole book. I will only be giving you certain things that you're going to need. But if you want your own copy, it'll definitely make things easier for you. If you purchase the whole packet that they offer online, it includes things like a certificate, a prayer card, a booklet on how to pray the rosary, and the miraculous medal, which is super important that you have and that you wear after consecration. Now, you can always buy these things later. Again, all of this is optional, but if you can, highly recommend it. So I'm going to start by introducing kind of the whole program and what it is. 33 Days to Morning Glory is part of a bigger program brought to us by the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception. The Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception are a congregation of more than 500 priests and brothers in 20 countries around the world who spread devotion to Mary as the Immaculate Conception, pray and intercede for holy souls in purgatory, especially the victims of war and disease, operate publishing apostolates, and assist where the need is greatest in parishes, shrines, schools, and missions. And they promote the Divine Mercy message and devotion. The Marian Fathers have established the Hearts of Fire parish-based programs from the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception to renew the spiritual efforts in the life and faith within local churches. So what this program is, it's a bold and fresh approach to small group parish-based faith renewal programs, very similar to our communities from the Valley Missionary Program. So those of you that have already been in a community, you're going to be very familiar with this. It is designed to help us live the complete Catholic life of faith, charity, and sacraments. It is designed to set our hearts on fire. Very similar to the encounter. With love of God and neighbor, and to inspire us to works of mercy in our families, parishes, and communities. So you're going to hear this HAPP a lot, and what it stands for is Hearts of Fire Parish-Based Programs. So I just wanted to get that out there, when we say HAPP, this is what we mean, okay? Hearts of Fire Parish-Based Programs. Now, there's 3 stages to this program, okay? I'm introducing it right now. We're not necessarily going to do the 3 stages, maybe in the future if that's something that we feel we want to do as a community. But I just want to put it out there that this program does have 3 stages, and the consecration to Mary is stage 1, okay? So stage 1 is called the 2 Hearts, and it consists of 2 parts. And part 1 is the Immaculate Heart. It's a 6-week program, 33 Days to Morning Glory retreat. It includes 33 Days to Morning Glory book, DVD, talks, and retreat companions. Okay. We all know that people today are living busy and challenging lives. So in stage 1, the 2 Hearts offers people a quick and easy way to withdraw from the demands of life and enter into a peaceful interior reflection of their relationship with Christ. For this reason, the 2 Hearts stage is seen as a retreat. So part 1, the Immaculate Heart, again, 6 weeks. Okay, you need the book, and I will give you the exact dates and everything else in later slides, but just want to introduce that to you. So we're going to move on to the Immaculate Heart. So we begin with the Immaculate Heart of Mary because Mary leads us to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The goal of this program is to lead us to formally entrust or consecrate ourselves to Mary. Mary then leads us to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So that is part 2, and I'm just going to briefly introduce it. This is another book. This is another 10-week program. Again, right now, as a community, we have no plans of doing this. But if this is something that we want to do later, I am totally open for it. And if you want more information, I can get that to you as well. But that would be the part 2, is the Consoling the Heart of Jesus retreat. Okay. And again, any other information, you can always go to the website, allheartsofire.org, marian.org, and you can get more information on all the programs, the mission, and everything else about the Marian Fathers. So I'm going to move on to talk about what is consecration. Marian consecration. So I'm sure some of you have heard this before or know somebody who has done Marian consecration. This is recommended by St. Louis de Montfort and St. Maximilian Kolbe. The good thing about doing a Marian consecration is that you don't only have to do it once, so you can always keep renewing it. So for those who may not understand what a Marian consecration is, let me explain what it's all about. And this explanation comes from Father Gately himself. And he says that Marian consecration basically means giving Mary our full permission, or as much permission as we can, to complete her motherly task in us, which is to form us into other Christ. And so by consecrating ourselves to Mary, each of us is saying to her, Mary, I want to be a saint. I know that you also want me to be a saint, and that's our God-given mission, to form me into one. So Mary, at this moment, on this day, I freely choose to give you my full permission to do your work in me with your spouse, the Holy Spirit. Now, one of the greatest aspects of being consecrated to Mary is that she's such a gentle mother. She makes the lessons of the cross into something sweet, and she pours her motherly love and solace into every wound. Going to her and giving her permission to do her job is the surest, easiest, shortest, and most perfect means of becoming a saint. So, what a joy, right? To consecrate to Jesus through his Blessed Mother, Mary. So, during our 33 days to consecrating ourselves to Mary, we're going to be using the spiritual wisdom of 4 giants of Marian spirituality. So we start week 1 with St. Louis de Montfort. Week 2, we move on to St. Maximilian Kolbe. Week 3, the Blessed Mother Teresa of Calcutta. And week 4 with Blessed Pope John Paul II. So they are going to also be guiding us through our journey. So we're going to start Monday, June 1st. That Monday, we will have an orientation by Father Gately. We will begin our 33-day preparation for Marian consecration. We're going to be using the 33 Days to Morning Glory book. Each day will individually follow 4 great Marian giants I just mentioned, and they'll teach us the secrets of drawing closer to the heart of Jesus through the heart of Mary. Each week we'll be meeting as a large group and then breaking off into our small groups and then watch a 30-minute video presented by Father Michael Gately. Each meeting will be about an hour and a half. The weekly meetings will be held on Mondays, June 1st. We will also be meeting on June 8th, June 15th, June 22nd, and June 29th. The meetings will be at 7 p.m. and because we are on lockdown during this COVID-19 pandemic, we will be doing it through Zoom. We will be using the same links that we use through community, and I've added that in the slide, the ID and the password. If some of you are not familiar with Zoom or if you do not know how to use it, any one of the girls from community will be more than gladly to help you and show you how to get this done. So please reach out to any of us if you need help connecting through Zoom. So thank you, ladies, for watching this video. I hope I have answered some of your questions. Feel free to message me or call me if you have any more questions. May God bless and protect you during this pandemic. And I hope to see you soon in our weekly meetings for our Marian Consecration. Yay, finally. God bless you all. Love you.